Hey guys, welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I am the sad female MC who's named after three of my daddy's hoes, Drooby-Doo.
And I'm the Soma family member who don't give a shit about Akito, Sober Oni.
I mean, low-key who does, but either way,
Apparently a
welcome
lot of
back.
them.
Welcome back to G&A podcast. We talk about all things anime. First, let us get into our first news segment called This Week in Anime.
We got a shit ton of news.
Yeah, I paused because I'm just like, oh, there's like a lot. I'm like, where should I start out with? I'm probably gonna start with the news that you guys want to hear. A certain scientific railgun T anime is delayed. Once again. I guessing now that they finished this, like I predicted, they finished this arc, and the next arc will not be starting until July 24th. So the next season.
Ooh, July 24th? Really?
I mean, I'm not surprised or shocked or anything.
Yeah, I guess, but kind of sucks. This especially because they left off on such a great note. We'll get on. We'll get there when we get there, but
yeah. Do you want to go? You want to do back and forth?
Yeah. My bit of news of the two I have, one of them is that Fire Force is getting a second season, of course, yay! But it's also starting in July, which is a lot quicker than I anticipated. Because it feels like it was last season we were watching Fire Force, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think so. So
if not last season, then the season before. Definitely.
Yeah, very recently. So I saw the trailer. The trailer looked really, really good. Then again, the trailer looked really, really good for season 1 too, and that was kind of a mixed bag. But I'm looking forward to the season actually because I think season 1, even though it was kind of up and down, it did leave off on a really. It was better towards the later half than it was in the first half, for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing where it picks up in this July.
Okay, second bit of news. The new Higurashi When They Cry anime, unfortunately, is also delayed.
Drew is just full of good news today, Drew. Yeah, thank you.
Due to, things. Sorry, I can't say the word. This is going on YouTube. Yeah, so they've been delayed. They don't have any premiere date as of yet, which is unfortunate.
My guess is they'll delay it till next, like either till fall or next winter.
Yeah, I agreed. Sucks. It's supposed to come. They were supposed to come out in July.
I know. Ooh.
Oh God. I just knocked over my garbage can. Sorry.
All right. And in other news, I just realized you're doing all the negative news and I'm doing all the positive news.
I mean, the next one's going to be very positive, but continue.
We have a new Prisma Ilya movie. It'll be coming out with a new Prisma Ilya movie. Did it have a name yet? I don't think it has a name yet. Just says Fate Collide Liner Prisma Ilya. But it does have promotional image of her in Mordred's armor, which looks hella cool on Ilya, and she's just standing there grabbing. Is that Mordred's armor or Toria's armor?
That's Toria's armor.
But it's all red, so it's like Mordred's color scheme. Red and silver instead of blue. So it kind of looks. Either way, it looks really dope. I'm looking forward to that. I still haven't seen the first Prisma Ilya movie, which is definitely that and Tanya, the two movies I need to watch. Maybe we'll watch that with the patrons. We'll do like a movie watch night or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. That could be cute.
But yeah, look forward to that, guys. I don't think it has a release date yet. Of course, nothing has a release date because, you know, we live in uncertain times.
Yay, quarantine. I can't say that word. Up next, the Titans Bride Boys Love Isekai anime reveals more cast staff and, more importantly, a July 5th TV debut. So yes, this is not getting delayed. Oh my God. This is the first time I've ever heard of it, so I was shocked.
Yeah, it's really... I would post a picture of it on the stream, on the video, but I feel like...
we can.
Yeah, I don't think we can. Check the
don't.
comment. I mean, check the description for the link.
Yeah, definitely. Or maybe we can just put like a nice happy face.
Well, just censor bars.
Nice little happy face where you probably can realize where it needs to go. So, and of course, in very typical BL fashion, I'm like, I never like Oni was like, oh, this the premise is kind of crazy. I'm like, oh, it's BL. It never really makes sense. But then I go down and I read, and it says the following. The manga story begins when Koichi, a tall player in his high school basketball team, is whisked away to another world while masturbating. There, he arrives in the kingdom of giants and is asked by the kingdom's first prince to be his bride and bear his child. So, yeah. I'm on board for this. You know me. I am all about that Bada tag. And
I'm assuming this is a comedy. Maybe?
Oh,
or is it straight up romance?
So. This would be really interesting if it's a straight up romance.
Yeah, what if it's just a straight up hentai? We just like we're thinking it's a TV series.
I mean, listen, we got away with whatchamacallit, Ishizoku reviewers. I think we'll be fine with this.
Actually, wait, is it done the same? Oh, it might be a hentai. Actually, no, that look, because it's by the director for Overflow, which was a hentai short that was airing like 2 seasons ago. So this might be a hentai short, Drew. I don't know if that's better or worse for you.
Well, maybe I don't know. Well, maybe
because the hentai is doing this weird thing now where they do like 10-minute hentai episodes, but they'll do like a whole season, like 12 episodes. But it's just straight up porn.
Maybe it'll just be. Maybe he's like, I don't want to be doing all that. Maybe he's like, you know what? I'll just do something that everyone can enjoy.
Well, either way, I'll let you know if I come across it on one of my various sites. You know.
Yes,
I'll keep
an eye out. so I'm ready to be disappointed. Oh boy. Well, now that we got all that trash out of the way, let's actually start with our weekly reviews. Starting off with Kaguya-sama.
I wish that we can make this not the episode of the week one day.
I really, yeah, same.
This is so annoying. It always gets better and better.
It's really keeps doing itself. Like
even Babylonia's had weeks where it was just like, oh, this was the 1 week Babylonia was not episode of the week.
But this has just been boom, boom. There's 7 episodes now, and it's like the weakest episode was like the first one.
Yeah, the weakest episode was like a 9.5 out of 10.
Exactly. Like this
was the funniest episode ever. This is the funniest episode in the series for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Bruh, they truly. I think it's because what made this so funny. Well, one, I think they. I think because they went a little bit ecchi.
Yeah,
they went a little bit more ecchi, but in like a very funny way, and that's like my sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a bit launchier than the usual Kaguya episodes.
Yes, ecchi comedies are definitely just hit it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And this episode did exactly that. Like, it's up right the bat.
Yeah, boom, it opened up. It opened up with a fucking Ishigami fake out. I was literally like, wait, are we getting Kaguya Pantsu? Nope, Ishigami. Fuck, not mad. Now they need to do fair treatment. I need to see Chika Pantsu or something.
No, that's not fair treatment because no one cares. It's just Ishigami in like tidy whities, excuse me. That is not the equivalent is not like a Kaguya unless it's wearing those like dumb like granny panties that Shirogane brought up, then yes, then that'd be equal.
I guess that'd be equal then. I didn't. Also, I like the whole topic was hilarious of Ishigami going on he goes on his rant about boxer briefs and then ends up buying boxer briefs anyway.
And then she's like, Kaguya's like, what are you talking about? And then she goes like, Siri, look up man whore. Google man
And this
whore.
is why I can't put Hayasaka above, like, even though Hayasaka still, like, even in this episode was fucking incredible. Chika still has her little moments here and there where
I
she's just
know.
adorable.
I can't blame you. I feel like between us two, it's just personal choice at this
Yeah,
point.
it is.
Like
Because
I can't
Chika
even
has the
not.
Chika faces and everything, and then
Yeah, she's like silly, but then Hayasaka is just so like savage, like in her own way. Like she's just so like good at. She's so shady. She's just so shady. That's what I love about her. She's so shady and petty. Like I love it.
The whole conversation with Kaguya about the like, oh well, why don't you just have sex? Have sex with him.
Yeah, and she's like, she said, that's it. And he's like, oh, why don't you? And then she's like, oh, yeah, no, why don't you just have sex with him? Like, she did the whole tone of everything. That took me out. I was like, oh, oh my God. Like, God. Like, I'm literally left with no choice but to stand yet again. Like, she's just so, like, literally, and it was literally just like, literally 1 or 2 minutes of her, and she just knocks
Yeah,
out the park.
every little little bits of screen time that she has, she just knocks out the park with it. And they again go with the unbelievable budget they must have for that whole end segment where they just change to like a shoujo manga style gimmick, do all the animation transitions and fucking shoujoification of the whole series was great.
Oh God, that was so hilarious. Like someone in our chat said the best when we were doing the live watch. He was like, "Oh my God, is this Orin High School Host Club?" And I'm just like, "Yep, there it is."
This is a one shot where, if, like, it's probably gonna be the shot that I've been used for the thumbnail of this video, but there's like Ishigami and Shogani just like sniffing her, like grabbing and sniffing her hair, while Kagi is just like looking off
she's
in the
like grabbing
distance.
her hair, like just like doing like some kind of pose. I'm like, why are they holding her hair?
Yeah. And then Chika, being Chika, just like burps, like, "Oh, I'll take it."
I ate the pudding. Yeah, it's great. Like, and they're just like, "Oh God!" Like, she just killed everything.
The first time she interrupts their whole little segment, and she just like starts talking about sumo. Like, she's the most unelegant girl in the room, and Kage is just looking at her like, "Oh, God damn it, Chika, stop ruining everything."
Yeah. Well, we're like this moment. She officially ruined the moment. Thank God. Oh man, but yeah, no, that the manga part was also just great. Like that was so funny. Everyone's like crying. It's like I want to fall in love.
Yeah, this is like one of the few. I wouldn't even say the few times, but I can't even decide what segment was my favorite because I really liked all like the hand massage. We didn't even talk about Miko running into the room every segment to just see what kind of degeneracy is going on in the student council room today.
Oh my God, she's just like her eyes. She's like, oh God, no.
The spoilers with Chika and then fucking putting tape over her mouth, like everything.
And then they end up spoiling themselves because they just get too caught up in it. So then she ends up taping their mouth closed, and then just like I don't know what's going on here anymore.
Poor Ina.
She goes back to help Chika, and she's like, "Wait, what? Why is everyone's mouth closed?"
Yeah, I'm shocked she hasn't left the student council already. She can't get a day in without fucking craziness going on. But yeah, no, this whole episode just hit it. All the segments and all the scenes and all the jokes just landed so well. It was 10 out of 10. It was 10 out of 10. It was great.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Like it ended so quickly. It ended so quickly. That's how you know it's a good episode when it ends so fast and you're just like, "What happened?" Where I need more.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we will get more next week. Until then, we have more anime to talk about, namely Fruits Basket Season 2, Episode 7.
¿Cómo?
7, right?
Oh, God damn it. You're right. No, it was the wrong setting. I sorted it incorrectly. That's why I was like, ¿Cómo? But nah. Nope, you are right.
Yay.
Episode 7.
Another really, really by the way, I think the trend for this week is all the episodes were really fucking good. I can't even, except for one show. All the episodes are really good. Not a fan of a Akito, Drew?
No. Fruits Basket was really good. I'm just saying there's one anime that I was just like, about. But we will get to that when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
But Fruits Basket was just great. Like, it was just a bunch of cute, fun things. Like, I feel like they're very much stepping it up in like the whole comedy department. Like even more so. Like, their comedy is starting to feel more natural,
Mm-hmm.
more easy flowing. Like, it feels really integrated. Like, before I couldn't see why they had the whole comedy tag. I was like, why is this a comedy? It's mostly just a drama. But now it's the comedy's hitting.
Which is weird to say because this episode was like 80% drama, but
It was. It was. But the parts that
comedy, the comedy parts were actually pretty good.
Yeah, like the whole opening with Shigure just being like degenerate, or Shika would say a man whore.
Man whore Shigure. Yeah, the watermelon scene with Tohru, which just fucking punches the watermelon. Tohru abuse. Oh, there's always a sure way to make me laugh. Is just Tohru abuse.
Yeah, poor Tohru. I love Momiji continues to grow on me. I love that little cat noise that he made when Haru like split open the lemon, the watermelon. That was like really adorable.
And we had the amazing scene with Kyo and Tohru where he's talking to her about her mom.
I say watching Yuki get cucked by Kyo made my whole day. I was like, this could almost be an episode of the week just from this alone. This would have shared my episode of the week if Kaguya wasn't like just a 10 out of 10 episode. But yeah, that was so fantastic. He's like, I'm having this great like monologue and looking at her all longingly, and the Kyo's like, move, bitch, get out the way. And then he's like, damn it, I'm a little bitch. I'm gonna walk away.
I'm gonna go home now. Yeah, but no, I love Tohru and Kyo's just chemistry and their little banter and just like that little scene where like she's like, that also might be the thumbnail. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the thumbnail for this video. But that was a great scene where she's just like lying next to Kyo and he's all like happy, has like a little sly smile on his face, and then she's all happy and teary. Like, I love their chemistry a lot.
Oh god, yes. I'm just like, Kyo, yeah, that's one way I can show my appreciation. Just very awkward moans of excitement.
There was also Akito. Akito played a role in this episode.
Do you have to bring him up?
I'm like, again, I don't understand why we don't just punch Akito. Like, he's really, really scrawny. I don't think he's
I think like, because this episode, what I like about this episode, this episode, ironically enough, made me understand Shigure and where he stands on this.
Which is?
Like, clearly, Akito has some very terrifying power over the rest of the Zodiac. I don't know what it is, but he has it. To the point where Shigure is literally just being like it's clear, he really is trying to undermine Akito's authority. But at the same time, he's like playing lovey-dovey. Like, he's doing what he has to do.
Like kissing up to Akito so he can eventually stab him in the back or something.
And slash so Akito doesn't kill him.
Unless Akito has the power where he like snaps his fingers and like Thanos' half the fucking Zodiac out of existence or something. I don't know. These
I don't
dudes
know, but that's clearly what's going on. Like, Shigure does not like this, like Akito. He's literally just doing this because to like protect himself. Yeah, he's doing what he has to do for survival. Like, I see it all over the face. Like, there's no way Akito just talks to all of them, and he's just like, yep, sure, yep.
Yeah, he's basically the ultimate kiss-ass yes man for Akito.
But he's also like
conniving and scheming.
Yes, because he's like, I brought Akito here for like, I need something to throw Akito off. And
my guess is he wants him to see Yuki get along with Tohru because he's like,
oh yeah,
Akito's gonna be super pissed about it. Which, by the way, I was so infuriated when they were walking to see Akito, and then Kiso was just like, I hope Akito doesn't beat the shit out of Tohru. I'm like, don't let him beat the shit out, just punch the dude in the face. Oh my god, if he lays a hand on Tohru, this is gonna be a rant podcast.
it really is.
I know I just said 2 minutes ago I love Tohru abuse, but not from Akito.
Yeah, like we're gonna it. We might have to demonetize that episode.
Yeah,
because we're just gonna go in.
Yeah, we'll go in on Akito. But yeah, no.
But yeah, but clearly he has some power with them because literally he was like they all had to see Akito. Like
yeah,
it was like he requires your presence, and like they were all like, oh well, like Momoji was like, oh yeah, well I know he doesn't like me, but like whatever, I'm used to it. Homegirl's like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna see him even though he like savagely beat me, like, and then of course her thought was like, oh, I hope she doesn't, or I hope he doesn't like hurt Tohru. But yeah, I'm gonna go see him and pay my respects because they have to for one reason or another. Like he's holding them hostage in some way, somehow.
Yeah, it just upsets me. Like it needs to end with Akito getting fucked over somehow. Like if this ends with like, oh, we were all happily ever after. It was all just a misunderstanding. I'm gonna be upset. Like somebody needs to at least kick Akito's shit in for a little. Then it can end with everyone's happy. But I need to see Akito get his shit knocked in at least once.
Toru's inner yandere opens up, and then she's like, "You are a threat."
Oh my god!
If you are a threat to him, and then she just pushes Akito off a cliff. The end.
If he hits Kyo or tries to hit Kyo, and then Toru steps up and slaps him, I am gonna lose my shit.
Oh, that'll be episode of the week, no matter what.
Yeah, that would be. Oh god, please let that happen. But yeah, no, this was an amazing feels episode, and it had a lot of it was everything. It had good comedy, it was feels, it had good drama, it had good plot. So yeah, great episode.
Great episode indeed.
So we move on to Tower of God episode 8. Another contender. Well, would have been contender for episode of the week if Kaguya wasn't perfect.
Yeah. Basically. So a lot happened.
All I'm saying is I think Kun is my favorite character now.
Oh no, Kun is I already like when he put his hair up in the ponytail, I was like, oh, already best boy. So the whole fight with, and I'm gonna ask some questions because I don't remember a lot of the episode. So Quant, I'm pretty sure that's the name of the guy who is running it, who is the proctor for the exam.
Which one?
The black dude.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Quant. So eventually, he basically thought he was like some hot shit, and basically that is not how it turned out. They really tried. Everyone really tried to defend him, or not defend, defend from him, and they were almost successful.
Almost.
I love how it was like so many like twists and turns.
Yeah, there was like a few fake outs for this. This was a very Code Geass-y episode.
Yes,
I got Lelouch vibes from Con.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, it was a reverse fake out all along. Oh my god, give this guy a Geass.
Exactly. Basically just give him a Geass. But then, yeah, he just faked everyone out, and he was like, oh, I'm actually going to throw the match. I forgot why. I know they said why.
I think it was to give Bam a chance to win and basically advance. Because I think he's guaranteed to advance anyway, like him and some of the other Team A members. So he was like, fuck it, we'll just throw this match, and I'll betray my team. That way,
You get certain
Bam has a chance.
You get certain points.
Yeah.
And so and Bam is gonna get more points if he wins as opposed to them winning. So
yeah, especially if he doesn't fuck it up and like simp over Rachel again.
Ugh,
which I feel like he is.
Oh
my god, I hope
they
Endorsi kills
the second exam, right?
I think they have a different proctor, like a different whatchamacallit, rank. They call it ranked?
Yeah, ranker.
Ranker, yeah. I think they have a different rank because they didn't show him. He was just like running around.
Okay, so I feel like it just started towards the end.
Yeah, like it started. They started their match in like the last 5 minutes. We also got a bit of backstory for I forgot her name. Crazy girl. Crazy girl that I was shipping with Shibisu before. She apparently was a burglar, a cat burglar, and she met a ranker who just fucking annihilated her whole team and like cut them in half and shit.
The one who likes the Jet Li dude.
Yeah, her. Yeah, she ran into a ranker and then
you called her crazy. I'm like, no, there was actually a legit crazy woman in that show.
Oh well. Yeah, you're right. She's not as crazy as the other crazy girls.
Army. Which is why I'm surprised by her background story.
Mm-hmm.
Where just watching all her friends just get completely obliterated.
I forget this show goes dark sometimes, like because it's always so like happy-go-lucky, and then you get like that one scene every so often where it's like, oh yeah, right, they're also all serial killers.
Do you remember the beginning of like, I'm not sure if the first or second episode where people were literally just murdering each other.
Yeah, exactly. Because they'll do like their little test, and they're like, oh, I knocked you on the side onto a rubber mat or whatever, safety first. And then they'll just be like a flashback or something, or another test where they have to rip each other's guts out or something. Like, literally, we gotta keep in mind, Endorsi, as cute as Endorsi's been for like the past 3 episodes, she was part of that group that literally murdered like the 700 other people.
Yeah. Between her and Home Dude, who's a big ass rock.
They murdered everybody.
Everyone.
So, yeah, she's also just a super serial killer.
But she's still cool. I still stand.
Yeah, she's still super cute and I love her. Can't wait till we get to some flashback with Anak just being like beheading people and shit. But yeah, no. So also, what's his name? Ho is a bitch, and I hope he dies. He better not try some shit.
Oh, he's definitely trying something. He's trying all the things.
For somebody so weak, he has a big ass attitude. Somebody needs to knock him up. He's like, oh no, this is the agreement between us. No hard feelings. Like, bitch, no hard feelings when your head gets chopped off in about 2 episodes. Talking shit, like.
Spoilers or wishful thinking?
Wishful thinking, hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully it happens. I don't like him.
Hopefully is a spoiler. Hopefully we did a spoiler.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that was a spoiler. But yeah, no, I hope he dies. Him and Rachel, the only 2 characters I don't like in the series. Him and Rachel need to watch them live forever. Watch them watch Bam die. Rachel's not dying. But watch Bam die, and then this dude Ho's a new main character.
If that's the case, I'm dropping it. I'm like, what? I guess how do you guys like one-man recaps?
Ho comes out and kills Kun. Like, no hard feel. No, if he kills anybody, I'm dropping this. He kills anyone I like. If he kills the other girl that the sad backstory, if he kills Anak or Endor, I'm dropping it.
Oh my god, he killed it. Oh. Why'd you put that out there in the universe?
I hope he doesn't. But yeah, no, this was a fun episode. A lot of action, a lot of good scheming and plotting, which I really, really love. I love scheming and plotting, so it was fun. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
But until then, let us move on to the next anime, which is My Life as a Villainess, episode 8. So this is the one anime that I was like, about.
Yeah, I figured. You're always about the show.
It's not bad. It's just.
All right, by this show's standards, I think this was one of the better episodes.
I feel like I just feel like it started with a very strong concept, and then after the the time skip, I thought it was gonna be like they were just gonna go full steam ahead, and it's just like
this is definitely not your alley, because this is definitely slice of life. Like, this is a lot more slice of life than it is romance. It's like slight comedy, but mostly slice of life with some romance here and there.
Maybe. Yeah, that comedy is just not hitting the way I need it to.
Well, you got to keep in mind this is in a season with Kaguya.
I know exactly. That's why it feels like when I think about this anime, I'm just like, oh well, it's better than Shadowverse.
Wow! Ouch, Drew.
It just feels.
I enjoyed it.
It's good. Yeah, I know. I get it. I am biased. I will totally.
Yes, you're super biased.
We were just talking about Tower God, Kaguya-sama, and Fruits Baskets.
I know. Oh, yes, those are very different from the show,
and much stronger.
I won't disagree with that.
But notice how two of them both share like overlapping genres with Otome game, which I feel like gives me the right to.
No, they're definitely comparable. Like, all right, they're comparable in that they're the same genre. They're not comparable in that Kaguya-sama and Fruits Baskets are they're like legendary. They are top of the top, and this is kind of just like, it's a fun thing to watch.
Yeah, it's cool. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not bad. It's just like
it's like going. It's like
such a good week of good episodes. Like this is what I think about. Like
this is like if you go from watching, I don't know, an NFL game. If you go from watching the Super Bowl and then the next day you go watch, I don't know, high school football between two random teams.
Yeah, like this is starting to get to the point where now I'm just kind of like, let me just watch it earlier once I can get it out of the way. You know, what my whistle for the actual good anime.
Wow, this is savage.
That's how I feel.
I swear, I actually did like this episode though.
This is literally just like the one I need to get out the way.
What I do like about this show is it does play with tropes and like it messes around a bit. Like I like the fact there was like an isekai within an isekai, and they had like the whole book, and they like I thought it was creative the way they try to explore different romantic possibilities and stuff. Like it was a cute little episode.
I think one of the main reasons why I'm not a huge fan is not. And I think I'm gonna take a lot of slack for this. It's slowly becoming the main character. I'm starting to realize I'm not.
You don't like Katarina?
She's too infantile for me, honestly.
I mean, she's supposed to be like a harem protagonist, which she is a harem protagonist.
Yeah, but like, it's like, first of all, when you enter this world, you're already like a cute 17 years old. Then you age for like 10 years. So, like, at least you're mentally supposed to be 17. At most, you're supposed to be 27. Like, because that's how long you naturally lived. I need a little bit, like, I need more complexity from her, and I think that's what makes anime kind of like.
I don't think that this is a complex.
I know, like not like complexity, like bitch, no, a little bit more about sex. Like, come on, that's the bare minimum. Like,
all right, see that now you're being tainted by Kaguya-sama.
No, not even because I saw this before Kaguya-sama, so I'm not tainted at all. Like, I feel like it would just be more funny if she was more aware of like just the fact that they're kind of into her, and then they can play off of that. That would make a more.
It's funny you say that because I think that the her being oblivious to sex, and then that little scene with Keith feeding her, and she's like open her mouth, and like there was a lot of innuendo and
yeah,
like
no,
here and
there. I liked that. That was fine.
She was literally opening her mouth like, give me the thing. Oh yeah. So
that was fine. See, that's the thing. I liked it all because the other characters drove all those for me. And the Catalina was just like I don't know, I feel like her personality is just kind of got lost in this episode. Because all
her personality in this episode was just eat sweets, so
Yeah, I like getting sweets, and I don't know what's going on. I'm like, and to me, I just find that boring compared to everyone else. Like,
I think that's
well,
fair. It's not. It's all right. I always hesitate to say comedy because I feel like slice of life is more. It's not like ha ha funny. It's more just like, huh, this puts me in a good mood type of funny. You know, like I don't
yeah,
think any joke in this show
like
is
at that
gonna
point,
make you laugh out loud.
I would remove the comedy tag and put slice of life at this point.
Yeah, I would do that. It's more slice of life, and it's I don't mind having a dim-witted, oblivious, silly character like Karina.
Yeah, like that's why I'm like saying okay with it because I feel like the rest of the cast is like they're carrying it for me.
Yeah,
There's so many of them who are just like
like Mary
fun.
was
Like
the star of this episode. Mary really carried
exactly,
this episode.
so fun. Like she literally was just like that part where she sees fucking Alan like doing a piano. It's like she just closes it. She just closes the book. She's like, nope, I already know where this is
I
going.
am not getting NTR today.
Essentially. And that is so funny.
Yeah, but there aren't many moments like that, and it's mostly just my issue with it. It's kind of like the jokes are one note ish.
Exactly.
Like,
It's from that's what I mean. That it just gets a little.
although they
It
do
gets
play that.
stale just a little bit.
We'll see how well. There's only a few more episodes of the show left,
Yeah.
so I don't think it's going to change dramatically.
Yeah, it probably won't. But I know, like,
we'll
it's like, it's not. It's like I just feel like I have to say that. It's not like I'm upset over it. It's just like I know, like, I feel
well,
like
this isn't Don Machi. I'm not
wrong.
going to bat for this show.
What?
I said this isn't Don Machi. I'm not going to bat for this show.
Yeah, like I was just like I was thinking about it, and I was like, something's off. Why? Like, why do I feel a certain way about this anime? Why do I feel it such a way? And then, boom, it hit me because I'm like, you're acting the same way you acted when this anime started, but you were in a body of a 7-year-old.
I do want her more, like, to do more stuff other than just be like, I love sweets and I'm always hungry.
Exactly.
Although
like,
the Kirby, the little Kirby thing is cute.
That's what I mean by make her complex. Not like a complex. I don't want her to make her into like Lelouch. I just
all
want
according to plan.
exactly. I just want a little bit of just a little bit more of diversity in her personality. That's it.
Fair enough. It is far enough. But let's move on to a show that is very complex with its characters and personalities. Okay. Jesus Christ.
I need a snack. Hold on.
Yep. Nami yo Kiitekure episode 8.
So this, on the other hand, is like the extreme opposite. Because it's like I don't know. I just don't know how to process a lot of this stuff sometimes.
I like that it looped back around to episode 1, so the timeline is now full circle. Yeah, this episode was really good too. This episode was really good. Finding out, or her father talking about different ways he got her name was awesome.
That was horrifying.
I dated 3 different women, you see, so I just combined their names.
Like, could you imagine? Like, if that happened, if I ever knew my dad did that to me, I would literally have to fly to where he lives and beat his ass. I literally would have to beat your ass for that one.
Like, well, she had the exact same response. She was like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of my father. That was great. Her like going over head over heels with Mizuho again, like, I'm gonna have a sex change operation and marry this woman.
What the fuck are you saying? I'm like, hello? I'm gonna get sex change and make her happy.
I want to put a baby in this woman.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, Minari is a whole that's ironically compared to Villain Flag. Minari is very, original and has a lot of diversity to her character. A lot of facets to her character.
Oh my god.
Even what's his name had a lot of good. The simp, he had a lot of good moments this episode too. He's growing out of his simpness.
Yes, like this whole scene where he like stood up for I forgot the name of the woman.
I'll get you. I got you. Her name is Maki.
Maki. That's the way she stood up for Maki. But it was, I feel like at this point it's not sexual anymore. Like,
well, it's clear that she's falling for him, and he's just being
she's
nice.
falling
Like
for him.
he's just being like oblivious. He's just like, oh, she's a fellow worker, and I'm appreciating her help and stuff.
Yeah, and obviously this dude is kind of her brother, which is introduced in this episode. Is clearly batshit insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. He's like super bipolar.
Yeah, kind of. He was just like, oh yeah, she was staying at my place the entire time, and then he literally just like puts him in like the chokehold of death, like literally.
Yo, you saw his like veins popping out and shit. I'm like, Jesus, he looked like a serial killer.
Oh my god, yeah, it was pretty. That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, she has a bit of brother issues, but that's fine. At least she's safe now.
Speaking of family, leave it up to Sleeper, best character in the show, Nakata's sister.
Yeah, she was great too.
She literally just kept talking to him. He's like, "All right, I'm no longer. I'm sorry for being crazy. Just I don't want her to talk anymore."
Yeah. Also, Maki is voiced by another one of my favorite voice actresses. It's probably why I'm just naturally inclined to love her so much. Mamika Nodo, who is incredible. She does Nautica from Negima. So that's probably also why I love her so much. But yeah, no, she's best girl for me. Sorry, Mizuho, I love you too.
Damn. No, oh, that's so funny because I said Mizuho is best girl slash enabler.
Yeah, she literally had her whole enabling moment. Like, I want you to be a piece of shit, Minard.
Yeah, I'm like, man, it's like, in one hand, I wish someone would say that to me, but on the other hand, I never want anyone to say that to me. Like, ever.
Yeah, no, this was, I was curious about the end. We got a little bit of actual, like, character development.
Oh my god! First of all, that and oh my god, that I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready. That almost made me cry just a little bit.
Yeah, that was a bit. So that was the producer, right? And he was talking to the comedian, right? That he likes.
I thought that was the producer, but
that's the sense I got from it. That it was the.
It could have been the producer, but in my mind, I thought that was actually the father.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, I wasn't sure if it was the producer speaking to that comedian he likes, and that would explain why he was so immediately infatuated with Minare, or if it was her father, and that's why he really came up with her name.
Yeah. I'm gonna choose. I choose the father route because that's the one that like her like that hit.
Yeah.
That hit. Like,
if it is the father, then yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah. And not to mention that whole scene was like spoken in like the Ainu language,
which made me automatically be like, "Golden Kamui, when you come back, come back, Golden Kamui."
Hina. But yeah, the fact that they just got someone to do a whole scene in like Ainu, like,
it was really, really good.
And that was how they got her name. I was just like, that was beautiful. Like, that was actually like a legit beautiful moment.
Yeah, this show is weird in that way. Like, it does comedy really well, but then when it wants to hit you,
it's truly a comedy and drama.
Yeah, it does really good drama and romance, but like touching moments. Like, there are a few of those. Like, ooh, I wasn't ready for that moment. You just came and hit me with that.
It was, yeah, it was a pretty
great characters too. I love the show. This is the gem of the season. I think this is the hidden.
It really is. Yeah, it's a hidden gem. It's like really good. Like, if you just want something really different but really solid, like this is like the Beast. This is like the Beastar.
Yeah.
/ Centaur's Life / I can't think of another one that we love that's like a low key sleeper.
But it's because, every once in a while we take a chance, and every once in a while we'll get something like fucking King's Game. But for every King's Game, we get shows like this that are really, really good that no one else watches, and we're like, oh man, people should watch this. Yeah. So that's why we take chances on these obscure shows.
I'm so glad I picked this one. I was just like, I just had a feeling.
Good choice.
Yes, good choice indeed. Excuse me.
Oh, well. All good
Well,
things come to an end. Let us move on to our favorite show, Shadowverse Episode 7. Havencraft's turn.
So, well, there's two things. But yeah, let's get that card out of the way and then talk about...
Yeah, there's a few things, but yeah, the card's bullshit. At some point, I just stopped listening to what it was because he listed like 17 effects. I was like, all right, whatever, I don't fucking care anymore.
I don't think it has a... I don't think it has rush.
I don't know what, like, every time I see them play, I don't know if these cards, like, if they're following the rules anymore, because I swear they just attack immediately as soon as they summon.
Okay, well, I was gonna be a second thing, but I guess you could talk about it now. Definitely broke the, like,
yeah.
Homeboy, this is the first game where Homeboy definitely broke the rules, because he, like, Homeboy evolved his follower, and just attacked.
Yeah.
And then they died, and he played his spell again, played the dude, and then attacked again.
Yeah, like where's the summoning sickness? What's going on here?
Yeah, no, there's definitely summoning sickness. Like, dude doesn't just evolve when you
summon, unless it's a busted ass card.
and you can't evolve twice. So
yeah, I'm glad you know that, dude, because I was like, definitely, I rewound that part a couple times. Like, did I miss something?
I saw it like twice, and I was like, yeah, no, he definitely just kind of broke the rule. So you're officially in Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 territory.
Oh,
hooray!
Yeah. And even more so than that, because they're doing this whole shit with, like, oh, I'm sure that guy was, like, the creator of, not the game, I mean, like, the competition, or basically he's Pegasus. So, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, that's the other thing I hated. He beat, like, someone who clearly should have won, because he beat him because he cheated, so.
Yeah, he cheated. Also, yeah, are we ever gonna get Hero? Is Hero gonna lose ever? Or is he just gonna be like,
exactly.
he's just gonna keep beating the shit out of everyone?
Beat everyone all the time. No, you should lose.
Yes, at least lose once, please. I'm gonna get to Grandmaster in a day. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
But yeah,
that was annoying. Like, hello, I'm still in rank AA. I mean, that's mostly because I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to actually, like, try hard.
You need to be more like Hero.
Yeah, right. And be like someone. Yeah, cheat and beat someone so they can just bring you up to a Grandmaster or whatever. Oh, that's such bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, let's talk about that card. The 06 that I assume might have rush.
It definitely has Bane, and it has
06 Bane.
Indestructible. Oh well, to battle damage.
Yeah, to battle damage. But whatchamacallit? It got a second ability because they had a new amulet, which gives everyone hexproof, which is like, I'm like, you can't. I'm like, okay. Side games. You cannot. I don't think you can make a card like that in Shadowverse. I don't think you can make a card like that for Havencraft. That's a little bit much. That's a bit much. Could you imagine? Fucking Wardcraft. But then they all can't be targeted by spells. Do we want to live in that world?
And that's not even the worst part, because then you also have the thing where he kills something and he does damage to your life points equal to the attack of the thing he killed.
Oh. No, I thought...
Isn't that what happened?
I thought it was just 5 damage.
No, isn't it? It's supposed to be damage equal to whatever the attack of the creature you killed is.
No, I have to look this up, because if that's actually the case, I'm going to have a hernia.
And then it fucking you could play it. You get the 0 play card that you can play.
You can revive creatures who died or not died, but that you.
The last card that you played, so you can just use it to summon itself over and over and over and for 0 play points. That's not a real card. It can't be a real card.
Oh wait, okay. So Tiger evolves when the amulet. I think when the amulet's already on the field.
All right, so it's bullshit.
So that's why it can attack. Okay, boom, and you destroyed, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, didn't. Okay. Okay, take 5 damage. Sorry, guys. I just want to.
No, we need
Oh
a
God.
brief review.
Oh God. No. Oh
Yeah.
God, you're right.
It told you it's not. There's no way that could be a real card. It just
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
work.
yeah, okay.
This
There's
is
no
not
way
a real
to print a
card.
card. It's not. I'm not gonna print that. They don't have the guts to print a card like that. I'm sorry, guys. I stopped. It's a lot just to make sure.
Yeah, it has
Because
like 100 effects. They're not gonna print that card
they can't, like, because that will close out games
by
all in
itself.
itself.
Yeah, it's unkillable and fucking super combo-y. No, it's not gonna happen. I think what they're
Yeah.
doing is the Yu-Gi-Oh thing now, where they're just like, we're just gonna make up effects to make the cards seem strong. Like when the Egyptian God cards in Yu-Gi-Oh came out, and they're like, oh yes, the Egyptian God cards are unkillable and they do 8,000 damage to your life points or whatever. And in a real game of Yu-Gi-Oh, they're pointless and completely useless. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, even more things you can ape off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Shadowverse. You want to use Shadowverse anime?
Okay, I'm done talking about this. Let's move on.
All right, let's move on to our final show of the podcast, which is Railgun T, season 3, episode. What episode was it? 15. Thank you. This is the other half of my episode of the week. Half of it went to Kaguya, and the other half goes to this because this one hit me.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be so like, oof.
Yeah, I didn't expect to get hit in the feels with this one. Yeah, this is so different from. I know we keep bringing it up, but this is so different from Index season 3 because I think Misaka, not Misaka. What's her name? Shoko. I'm just gonna call her Shoko. Misaki is it Misaki? Misaki. Shoko is one of my favorite characters now because she's just so. I don't know. She just feels so much better than all the other characters. Like she has more depth to her. I really love her power.
Surprisingly, yeah. Like her power is good, but it was clearly not broke. Well, it's broken, but you know.
I love that scene when she was like talking to the other girl, and she was like, "You could just mind control me," and she's like, "Yeah, but I don't have to."
But yeah, but like, do I?
Yeah, that was just great. And then the whole little flashback, like to give that much depth to a villain who was just kind of like a side villain, not even the main villain in the arc, was really good. I feel like that's something that the novels probably do a lot of that we never get to see in the Index anime, which is probably why we don't care about so many of the characters in the Index anime because they're just like one-offs.
Yep, and there's also 5 billion of them.
Yeah, there's also 5 billion of them. But yeah, the way that this show gave context to the villain and then made her like actually I can empathize with her and make me want to root for her. And I hope Misaki and these two girls are like the main like I hope they are a main team now. I hope they form whatever fucking group they can call them, whatever acronym.
Girls go to jail for like terrorism.
I mean, she got Dolly back. They're not gonna be terrorists anymore.
It's gonna be. I don't think that's how that works. I'm sorry, I won't be a terrorist anymore, I promise.
This is Index. You know, she'll just be like, Kuroko, I'm sorry, I found my friend now, we don't have to be terrorists. And Kuroko will be like, okay, I understand the bonds of love. You may have your freedom.
Yeah, I know what it's like to be in love with another woman.
Mm-hmm. Man, I hope they all just like join up and form their own little team and we get to see them again in later episodes or something, working with Misaka. That'd be really cool.
That would be really cool. I still hate, however, like now that Kuroko's back, she keeps referring to Misaka as One-sama, but of course someone translates that as Sissy.
That is the most stubborn translator of all time. He's like nope, I'm not moving from this. It's Sissy.
You're really trying to get it wrong every time, aren't you? You really just want to be consistently incorrect. Like, it's so weird. Like you can speak you can speak so much Japanese, but you just can't get that one right.
That's the worst. Top 10 worst translations of all time. Please
Actually,
do it, Watch Mojo. Do it.
I literally want to die every time I see that word. Like, I think I lose a piece of, like, 1% of my soul every time.
I've never heard the dub. I hope they don't use the word sissy in the dub.
No, they're not gonna use sissy.
Imagine. Oh my god, what if they do?
I mean, I'd watch it just to, like, see it.
I think I'm gonna have to watch it. Like, I'm gonna just randomly pull up an episode of the dub and see if I can find a scene where they refer to Misaka as One-sama and see what they use. Oh man, if it's sissy, I'm gonna lose my mind.
No.
Worst translations. Also, yay! There was no Toma in this episode. Great, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, also, yeah. Plus, actually, fuck him. What?
But yeah, no, I really like the world building with this arc. I like the characters. I think it was an excellent way to close off the arc, and it was like probably my favorite arc in Index. I think I've seen in a very like since season 1 territory. So I really, really enjoyed this series. Or this arc. I guess the series is still going to continue.
This is so good. Like, I feel like this takes me back to like the earlier seasons of Tohru.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. When storytelling made sense.
Exactly.
before we got into wars against Rome and Russia and whatever the fuck was going on.
And fighting angels with like angel Gundams. Like,
yeah. Index, you so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And on that note, I think that about wraps up this episode of the G&A podcast. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you can catch us every week as the episodes go up. Also, if you haven't already, do join the party over in our Discord. Follow us on Twitch and follow us on Twitter. And if you want, you can even donate to us on Patreon or click the join button down below, like all these lovely people who are on screen right now. If you do, we actually get one step closer to our goal. We're trying to reach 65 members by the end of June. And you guys get to get access to custom emotes, and you get to watch Kaguya-sama with us every week. We just finished watching episode 7 with a bunch of our patrons, and it was fucking great. So if you want to get in on that action, you know what to do. But Drew, do you have anything you want to say?
Hope you guys are staying safe inside or taking precautions if you're going outside, if you're an essential worker. Much love to you all. What anime do you think you're going to, catch up on if you have so much time like we do? Comment down below. Let us know.
I know I'm still doing Demon Slayer, and after Demon Slayer, Beastars.
You still haven't finished?
Listen, I'll finish it. Don't worry about it. I'm on episode 20. I've been on episode 20 for 2 weeks. We'll finish it. Until then, until next time, this has been Soroni and
Shooby-doo.
I'll catch you guys later. Later.
Bye.